What if everything you thought you knew about history was missing some of its most brilliant minds? What if some of the world's greatest innovations, movements, and ideas came from people history tried to forget? Today, we're diving into 10 incredible stories of Black excellence, pioneers, thinkers, and fighters whose achievements were overlooked, stolen, or erased altogether. This is the history you weren't taught in school. Number 1. The Invisible Doctor, Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler. In 1864, during a time when most women couldn't even vote, Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler became the first Black woman in the United States to receive a medical degree. She published a groundbreaking medical book in 1883, a book of medical discourses, yet her name is absent from most medical history books. Number 2. The Mind Behind the Light Bulb, Lewis Latimer. When we think of the light bulb, we think Thomas Edison, but behind the scenes, Lewis Latimer was the genius who made Edison's invention practical. He developed the carbon filament that made the bulb long-lasting and energy-efficient. Without Latimer, Edison's bulb might have fizzled out, literally. Number 3. Scientific trailblazer, Alice Augusta Ball. In the early 1900s, leprosy was a devastating disease with no effective treatment. That is, until Alice Augusta Ball came along. At just 23, she developed the Ball method, the first successful treatment for leprosy. After her death, a male colleague took credit for her work for years. Today, the Ball method is still recognized by scientists, but how many know the woman behind it? Number 4. The innovator you've never heard of, Garrett Morgan. Imagine a world without traffic lights or gas masks. That was the world before Garrett Morgan. In 1916, he invented a breathing device that later evolved into the modern gas mask. And in 1923, he patented the first 3-signal traffic light. Yet many textbooks still credit white inventors, while Morgan remains largely unknown. Number 5. The hidden founder, Paul Cuffe. A wealthy Black shipbuilder, merchant, and abolitionist in the late 1700s, Paul Cuffe funded voyages to West Africa and fought for Black voting rights. He won the right for free Black men to vote in Massachusetts in 1783 by arguing no taxation without representation. Despite his massive influence, he's almost never mentioned in the founding chapters of American history. Number 6. The intellectual pioneer, Benjamin Banneker. Benjamin Banneker, a free Black man born in 1731, taught himself astronomy and mathematics. He built a clock from scratch at 21 using only drawings. He later helped survey the land that would become Washington, D.C., and published widely respected almanacs. But even after his death, many tried to discredit him, saying a Black man couldn't be that brilliant. Number 7. The erased composer, Florence Price. In 1933, Florence Price became the first African-American woman to have her symphony performed by a major U.S. orchestra. Despite critical acclaim, her music was lost to time. Literally, her manuscripts were found in an abandoned house decades later. Today, her music is finally being revived, but why did it take so long? Number 8. The hidden computer, Katherine Johnson. Before computers were machines, they were people. Katherine Johnson was one of NASA's human computers, whose calculations helped send astronauts to space. She was critical to John Glenn's orbital flight, but her story was buried until the 2016 film Hidden Figures. Even NASA almost forgot her. Today, one of their buildings bears her name, but recognition came late. Number 9. The fighter forgotten, Claudette Colvin. 9 months before Rosa Parks, 15-year-old Claudette Colvin refused to give up her bus seat in Montgomery, Alabama. She was arrested and became a key plaintiff in the Supreme Court case that ended segregation. But civil rights leaders thought she was too young and too dark-skinned to be the face of the movement. Number 10. The literary giant, Phillis Wheatley. In the 1700s, Phillis Wheatley became the first published African-American poet. She was enslaved, but her poems shook the literary world. She was praised by George Washington and read across Europe. Still, Many questioned whether a black woman could write so eloquently. Her legacy faded with time, but her voice echoes through centuries of black literature. Why these stories matter. These 10 names are just a glimpse into a much bigger truth. Black excellence has always shaped the world, even when history books chose to ignore it. To know the full story of humanity, we must tell all of it, not just the parts deemed convenient or comfortable. If you learned something new today, don't let it stop here. Share this video, start conversations, and most importantly, keep digging. The truth is out there. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a hidden chapter of history.